everyone, it's me, Angela Rockwood. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Rolling Empire. I'm here to share with you my life, my journey, and bring you into my world, so please join me for the adventure. For those of you who don't know me, I was involved in a distracted driving incident 2001, 1 week before 9/11, that basically rendered me a C4, C5 quadriplegic complete. And most of you are probably saying, what the heck does that mean? What that means is I was in an accident, a car accident, where I was sitting in the back seat and I had put my head down to pray. The back of my head hit the back of the seat, so it had compressed and shattered my C4, C5 vertebrae to smithereens, and then my spinal cord was severed, and I was catapulted out of the little triangle window, and I flew like this angelic goddess, landed on the left side of my head, and saw the white light, everything came back. I woke up in the hospital on September 4, and I was paralyzed from the neck down. I couldn't move, I couldn't feel. The doctors gave me 3 to 4% chance of moving or feeling anything from the neck down. And did that affect me? No. I was just happy to be alive. I was grateful to be still living, and I knew at that very moment when I woke up in the hospital, it was all for a reason. And so I knew that I had to pick a path, either the negative path or the positive path. If I went down that negative path, I knew nobody would be able to bring me back, not even myself. So I decided to pick that positive path. I picked that path and I never looked back. So today marks 15 years since my accident. I remember the moment that I opened my eyes. I was laying on my back. I opened my eyes and I looked up at the ceiling, and it was like deja vu. I felt as if I had been there before. It was something very familiar. And I remember the first thought that went through my mind was that I'm alive. I'm still here and I'm breathing. And inside, instinctively, I knew that it was for a reason. And that little feeling that I had, I just held on to it, because that was just a little bit of hope that was going to get me through the position that I was in. And what that was is I was here now, paralyzed from the neck down. I couldn't move anything. I couldn't feel anything. I was this athlete, a martial artist. I ran 6 to 7 miles every day. I worked out. I was starting to race motorcycles. I used to detail them and everything. And you go from being an athlete to being active to now all of a sudden you're laying in this hospital bed on your back, paralyzed from the neck down. The only thought that went through my head was that I was alive. And then there was like this little voice that was speaking to me and telling me that everything was going to be okay. And all of a sudden I started getting this vision. It was almost like my whole life just flashed before me of what was going to happen, what was going to entail, what my journey was going to be. And I remember telling my father to get a journal, and he sat by my bedside and he wrote word for word what that vision was, and I could tell you that I'm living it till this day. After my accident, I went home and I just started my life, my whole life in a wheelchair. That's basically what they prepare you for, you know? You get paralyzed, they throw you in a wheelchair, and they're like, good luck, you're on your own. So there I was, 26 years old, paralyzed from the neck down, puffing through a little machine and not being able to feel anything. And all I knew was that now I had to look at life, at my life now, a full-time job of healing. So I spent a good 6 to 7 years just healing and getting my body back to what I needed to be. And so I started to do all these different therapies. You name it, I did it, from Reiki to Qigong to acupuncture to Project Walk to even a stem cell surgery. 3 years after my injury, I left the country and I went to Portugal, and I had a stem cell surgery, which helped me tremendously. I went from a powered chair now into this manual chair. And I remember I used to work out, oh my gosh, at least 6 times a week for a good 6 years, just moving my body and talking to my body and trying to heal and getting my body as strong as it possibly can. Because I believe that if you don't take care of your body, your vessel, then it's not good. I mean, this is what we live in. So, you know, after the fifth year, I started to balance my life again. And what I mean by that is that I started to find myself and start to do the things that I used to love, from working out and doing martial arts again to going out and going to restaurants and meeting with friends and everything. I'm not saying that I didn't meet up with my friends, because I always had parties and everything. Oh my God, I had a party in the hospital. I think on the third day I threw a surprise birthday party. So 4 years after my accident, I decided to do what I thought was the impossible, because I didn't know that there was individuals sitting in wheelchairs that could act, and they're called Performers with Disabilities, PWD. There's gonna be a lot of acronyms on this show, just to let you know. But I jumped back in the industry and I got back into acting, and I basically was sitting around waiting for wheelchair roles. So I decided to pick another path. And at the age of 30, in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down, I started to hit the whole modeling industry again. So yeah, and this is what happened. After doing some modeling and acting here and there, things started to slow down, and there was this energy that was inside of me that just wanted to keep going and just pushing the limits. And so I decided to create this team called Shirley's Angels, and it was me and my 3 girls. And I remember telling, for those of you out there who've seen Push Girls, and if you don't know Push Girls, you need to check it out right here. Just log in right there. Just check out, go right here, just click on it, and then you could find out, and it'll open you to a whole new world. It's a voyeuristic way of seeing our world, but I basically used to call Push Girls like Sex in the City, but on wheels. So it was me with my 3 girls, Auntie Angel, Mia, and Tiffany, and I created and produced that show with the beautiful Gay Rosenthal, amazing David Hurwitz, and the wonderful Sundance Channel, and everybody else who was involved. And it was just extraordinary. It was difficult in the beginning because nobody wanted to touch us. But so yes, I couldn't wait around anymore for wheelchair roles, and I did the modeling for a bit. So I started to get antsy, and this energy inside of me was like wanting to do more. And so that's when I decided to create and produce a reality show called Push Girls. I'm definitely that individual that if you tell me it can't be done, I'm going to try to find every way in my power to prove you wrong. And so when a doctor tells me that I have 3 to 5% chance of moving or feeling anything from the neck down, I'm going to find a way to feel and to move. So the things that I do with my life, as a feeling, it's the people that I bring into my life. It's how I feel when I'm with them. It's what I do that makes me feel different inside. And all the things that I do, whether it's modeling or acting or producing or speaking or just even giving back, it gives me this feeling inside that I can't even compare it to the feeling on the skin. I mean, it is beautiful to want to caress your loved one's face or to give someone a hug and have that feeling. But the feeling to know that you've overcome and you've pushed the limit when people didn't believe in you, there's no words to describe that. And as of moving, even though I can't move from the neck down, and I am really a quadriplegic, if you throw me out of this wheelchair and lay me down on the floor, I will not be able to get up. I would not be able to roll over. And so I am seriously a quadriplegic. I don't have my dexterity in my fingers. And so everything I do as I'm just moving, after my accident, I wanted to do everything. I wanted to go out there and to move people and to move the mountains that I saw in front of me. I wanted to move spirits, and I wanted to move my own motivation and to give it to others, and just to keep on moving and pushing and breaking boundaries. And so that's exactly what I did. And I'm not telling you guys this story to impress you. I'm here to impact you. All right, so you're probably asking, what is going to be on my YouTube channel? Well, every single day of the week, there's going to be something different. So today is Sunday, which is Spiritual Sunday. It's all about spirituality, all about that essence within you that gets you to go, gets your drive going. So that's what Spiritual Sunday is all about. Monday is going to be Motivational Monday. It's going to be me interviewing all the role models out there. No pun intended. They could be role models on wheels, or they could just be role models. But it's Motivational Monday because it's the beginning of the week, and everybody needs that little gusto of just oomph. So that's going to be Motivational Monday. On Tuesday, I'm going to have Tasty Tuesdays for all the foodies out there who loves food like myself. Me, myself, and I love food. So that day, Tuesdays, if you log on, subscribe to my show on Tuesdays, you will see Tasty Tuesdays. It's all about food, so come check it out, what I'm going to be talking about. And then Wednesday is Warrior Wednesday. It's me interviewing warriors. It's all about mind, body, and spirit. It's about that inner warrior, that inner goddess that lies within you. And you'll be seeing me just interviewing friends of mine that are warriors every day, and they just push the limits. And then we have Thursdays, which is going to be Tidbit Thursday. That is the day you can ask me anything, any information, anything you want to know. It's the Ask Ange Anything Day. So that's Thursday. I'll be showing you all kinds of stuff. This Thursday coming up, we have, what do we have going on? My God.
Talk about shoes! Heels on wheels, heels on wheels!
Oh, it's the famous question. How do you wear heels on wheels? So I will show you, I will bring you into my closet. We're gonna clean it all up with my girl Aubrey Brown because my freaking closet's a mess, it's been a mess. And then we're going to basically, I say we because everybody that's helping me out here, because I need a little help every now and then. But it's heels on wheels. So Tidbit Thursday is basically all my secrets of how do you wear high heels in a wheelchair. So you have to stay tuned for that. And Fridays is going to be Fashionable Fridays. It's anything fashion, fun, and flair from a wheelchair. That day I'm going to be taking you at the beach on a photo shoot for this amazing event called Raw Beauty. So that will be on Fridays. Yeah, Fashionable Friday. Saturday is Sassy Saturday, and Sunday again is Spiritual Sunday. So today is September 4, and it marks 15 years since I was injured in my car accident. And the reason why I'm starting this YouTube channel for everyone out there is because I want to continue pushing the limits. And I want to just keep bringing my stories and sharing my journey and allowing people to come into my world to see what it is that I do and to show how I do it. Because people are always asking me, and how do you do it? How do you stay positive? How do you do what you do? And how do you keep on going? And so this is just my way to share what it is that keeps my life force, my essence, just keeping me to just keep on going. So please subscribe. Just subscribe down there. Subscribe. And please join me for the Rolling Empire. All right? Take it easy. Bye.